Hello, my name is Aspen and I'm the current president of the MTSU ACM SIGGRAPH Student Chapter located at Middle Tennessee State University in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Here we have links to our various social media platforms so you can keep up with our chapter. I'm assisted with a group of 10 other amazing officers. Many hands make light work. Last fall, we had 16 events, and in the spring, despite the unforeseen circumstances, we had 13 events. Our last in-person event was the MTSU version of the 24 Hours Animation Contest, after which we moved to an entirely online format. Throughout the semester, we like to have lots of guest speakers come in and share stories with our chapter. These were all huge hits and had great engagement. At the beginning of each year, we do a recap of the previous summer's conference. During this meeting, we invite anyone who was an SV or a TL to come up and share their experience, share their stories, answer any questions for students who might be interested in becoming an SV or TL in the future. And we also try our best to encourage those who are unsure. We tell them why they need to go to the conference and why it's so important. We also like to do lots of workshops. These workshops are things that are important for us to do, but we don't necessarily get to in class. Some of our other events that get good turnouts are our capstone critiques. During these meetings, we allow our students in Capstone 1 who are beginning their senior films to show off their animatics and get critique from our chapter. Every year we participate in the International 24 Hours Animation Contest. We always have a huge turnout and it's always a lot of fun. Our school loves this concept so much that we have, in the last few years, done our own smaller version of this contest in the spring. We oftentimes go out and see a movie together, and then we go and have some food, talk about what we saw, the good, the bad, what we liked, what we didn't. We just get to nerd out in ways we don't get to with other people. This past year, after the passing of Richard Williams, we did a tribute to him. Richard Williams is so important to the world of animation, we thought it was only appropriate that we honor him in some way. During this tribute, we learned a bit about his history and his life, and then we screened the film Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Many of our members hadn't seen it, and it was a very good opportunity to teach them things about the history of animation. We also have lots of networking events. Our primary goal is networking and, sharing information and meeting up and becoming friends with your fellow peers and future colleagues. Some of our biggest hitters were our animation lip sync night, our game nights, our bad film stills, in which we recreated screenshots from films in a very small amount of time. Once we went online, we had a Kahoot night, which was a fun animation trivia night. And when it was safe, we would take trips to the Flashback Arcade, which is an arcade that has lots of retro, old-style video games. And it just gave our members a chance to have fun and relax and chat and have a good time together. We are very proud of our continued involvement in the organization and the yearly conferences. Now we have students and alumni encouraging other students to be involved in it and no longer sits solely on the shoulders of our advisor. As you can see, our number of SVs and TLs has been steadily growing through the last years. In SIGGRAPH 2020, there's lots of involvement from our chapter. For example, Natalie Roundtree is the Adaptability Focus Area Co-Chair. Mickey Rose is the Conference Advisory Group Chair. Kevin McNulty is our MTSU Student Chapter Advisor, as well as the Professional and Student Chapters Committee Student Chapters Liaison. He's also on the Education Committee as a Communications Director. And we also have Rick Lewis on the Education Committee as the Faculty Submitted Student Work Curator. Usually over the summer, the chapter isn't very active. However, with the circumstances of this summer, with social distancing and the mental health strain, we thought it would be a good idea to help keep our members engaged over the summer and to come together as a community. We found that more important than ever. Some of the ways we did this were by encouraging our members to join our newly revamped Discord server, and we held a summer art challenge. And we just tried to spread as much positivity and love as we could to our members. And that's our chapter. We're excited to be involved with SIGGRAPH and to help the organization grow through these strange and changing times.